subscribe. What it do, baby? Happy post-Thanksgiving. Hope y'all had a great time with family and friends. Today, I'm finally releasing my unique No Dunk 6'8 PG build. Now, this is definitely a rare build. It has layups like prime D Rose, floaters like prime Tony Parker, lockup defense like a prime Ron Artest. It can run PG and throw steamers like a prime Magic. I mean, it got it all. Plus, on top of that, it got a great mini. You know what I'm saying? Like a prime D Rose or something. But if you're tapped in with the 2K community, you probably seen a bunch of these no dunk builds so far, and they're really fun to play with and can even be meta and comp in the right hands. I made a video weeks ago talking about the power and efficiency of layups in this year's 2K, and ain't shit changed, man. Them lays still deadly in the right hand. So I've had this build since the second week of 2K24, so I got a good idea of its strengths, weaknesses, and limitations. So because of that, I'm gonna show you my first version of the build and then the enhanced version of the build so you can learn from my initial mistakes when it came to making the build. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is quickly my first version of the build. 6'8", 217 pounds. I went 217 to get 83 strength, which gives you brick wall silver and half physical handles. We run 5 out of my Pro-Am team, and sometimes I'm the roll off the screen, so brick wall silver and 83 strength for back downs, and brick wall definitely helps. And it also helps on defense with a movable enforcer silver. Next is the 7'6 max wingspan, so you're basically like another lock out there, and this build is nasty on defense. It plays lanes, it hawks, locks up on ball, all that. And it's called a two-way inside the arc maestro, as y'all can see. I went with an 97 layup, which in my opinion is a bit of overkill, and I rectified that on my new enhanced version, which y'all see in a little bit. Of course, you get every layup badge on half. You get scooper, pro touch, float game, giant slayer, spin cycle, two-step. You get half fearless finisher, half slithery, half acrobat, half bunny. You know what I'm saying? You get all that. You got a real deep bag of layups to pull from, you know what I'm saying? Next is the post control. It goes to 92, and you get unpluckable gold with that, and it gives you all the post-up badges, including dream shake on half, post fade half, post spin on half, which is deadly, drop step of gold, etc. Next is the shooting. You get an 83 midi, and this is where the enhanced version, which I'm gonna show y'all in a little bit, sees a huge difference. It gets better badges and a bigger green window, right? And you got a 76-3 with this. Next, the playmaking. You get an 89 pass act for dimer gold, bailout bronze, ball handle was maxed on the 6'8", and you get a 77 speed with ball. Now, this is where the first version of the build really shines. It has an 87 perimeter for challenger gold and clamp silver, and a 91 steel for glove, right stick, and interceptor gold, right? And to round it all off, it has an 82 speed, 74 excel, 83 strength, and a 93 stamp. Next, let me show y'all the enhanced version of this build and why I chose the specific stats. So here we are on the building, starting off with a 6'8", 220-pound, 7'4" wingspan PG. From the top, we're giving it a 77 close shot to get masher silver and fast twitch bronze, which is different from the 84, the first version. In my opinion, fast twitch silver and bronze don't make much of a difference, so you can save points here. Speaking of not making much of a difference, we decreased the layup on this build to save points, and it gives us a 91 layup. Now, you still get a bunch of half finishing badges. Only difference is the fearless, slithery, and bunny are now gold, but trust me, you can still finish with it. You lose those on half, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, take it from me, lays in this game is much more about situational awareness and when to do it and when to pull it off. It's not a bailout mechanic for finishing, so no need to go hide in a 91, know what I mean? Just gotta know when to do a scooper versus a floater versus a euro versus a spin, you know what I'm saying? You get that down and you're gonna be finishing with ease, know what I mean? You're gonna be laying boys, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be getting to the Baja, know what I mean? Alright, so now with the saving of points and finishing, we're able to get a little dunk. And the minimum driving dunk to activate standing dunks now as well. So we'll return to this later. It's helpful to have some dunks sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That helps. Post control remains the same at 92 to get unpluckable gold, and that's essential, you know what I'm saying? And all those post badges, right? Now for shooting, this is where the build is going to get a huge upgrade and be a little more efficient on that end. We upped the midi from 83 to 87. That gives us midi magician on gold, post fade and dream on half, and open looks on gold, which is a huge badge this year if y'all don't know. Along with that, we get the best baseball swingman in 24. Y'all probably already know what it is. McGrady base, you know what I'm saying? And just by having that alone, You're going to get a bigger green window, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be able to shoot in defenders' faces way more, man. You're going to get way less of a contest, you know what I'm saying? You're going to shoot them pockets. It's a slower base. But to be honest, you barely feel it with how high your defensive immunity is. All right, so three-pointer remains the same, but you'll be able to increase that if you so choose in a minute. All right, so next we go from 3 points, bronze, to silver. And that's huge for this build because you get to the lane a lot. And you get fouled a lot as a 5-out build made to put pressure on opposing teams' paint. Know what I mean? So that's very helpful. I noticed that with bronze free points bronze, I missed some of them joints. You know what I'm saying? So silver, you should increase your percentage at the free throw line. All right, everything in playmaking remains the same, but you have options in a minute to increase pass act if you so choose. Now to the defense. You lose 2 inches in wingspan like we talked about, but your defensive ratings remain the same with a chance to increase it later. Speeds are 81 for hyper and speed booster silver. Excel is maxed out at a 73, and we got a 90 strength on this build versus the last one. The reason I went 90 on this build is because you now get back down Punisher Gold, which is a noticeable improvement from silver. With the last build, sometimes in the post, I had to beat a lot of defenders with just finesse moves, you know, post spins, fades, especially if there was as strong as me or close to it, because dropping back downs just wouldn't work as well, even though you had a gold badge, and I'm sure the interior was nothing. You know, it just doesn't work with that when the strength is pretty much the same, right? But now with a 90 strength, you're able to get a lot more physical and less predictable in the post. You know what I'm saying? You're able to back down, fade, back down, post spin, back down, fade to up and under. There's a lot more options you could choose. You know, your bag is deeper with that 90 strength. It gives you way more options. So now, to finish it off, we got a 93 stamina. All right, so that should give you a 97 overall as the basis of your build, right? And it's not done, but it's left up to you to choose where you want to put the remaining points in. I'm saying you want a higher driving dunk, 40 driving dunk from a McCullen dunk package. You want a higher standing dunk. You want a 65 standing dunk for pro standing dunks. Do you want an 83 to be a little more consistent from there? You want a 91 pass accuracy to get silver bailout and post playmaker hall? You know, all these options is on the table, and it's up to you. Do you want to increase your perimeter to 91? You know what I'm saying? To get ankle braces gold or pick dodger gold. You decide. This build is essentially done, and you can customize it to your liking. Hope you have fun on the build, and you know what I'm saying? In the comment section, let me know what your thoughts are on this particular build and if you think it's good or not. I appreciate you watching all the time, every time, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you lending me your time, lending me your eyes, your ears, man, for real. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button if you rocking with me or the build, and I'll catch you on the next video, man. I'm out of here. One love, you heard?